Nintendo has just dropped their financial report for fiscal year 24 to 25, and while most of it is corporate fluff, which is to be expected, buried in there are some details that should have every gamer raising an eyebrow like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or flipping a table. Let's start with the obvious. Switch 1 sales, they're down. Hardware, it's down. Software, it's down. Digital sales, guess what? Also down. Mobile businesses, you guessed it, all down. Basically, the house is on fire, and Nintendo's smiling through the smoke because, surprise, it's a transition year. They're not worried about it. The translation, we're not doing great, but trust us, big things are coming eventually because guess what? The Switch 2 is out in the next month. They're not worried about it. It's going to sell like hotcakes. It's going to save the business. Save the business. DSP gaming style, right? So, here's the real story. They're expecting to sell 15 million Switch 2 consoles and 45 million units of software from 2025 to 2026. And that's not me guessing. These are Nintendo's own projections if you look at their financial report and their statements. And to be honest, this is pretty conservative if you ask me, especially considering the hype and the potential pre-order demand behind the Switch 2. I mean, look how fast they came and went. It was almost impossible to even order on their website. I had to go around on the app and get me a basic bundle. And maybe they're playing it safe because, inflation, there's global instability, people are cutting back on spending just in general, normal video game industry type of things. But the juiciest bit is Nintendo is forecasting a pretty substantial profit, like billions of profit. I think around 2 billion USD. That's billion with a B, guys. And here's where it gets all spicy. All of this is before they potentially even jack up the price of the Switch 2, which, surprise, surprise, that's going to happen, guys. Xbox just did it. They raised all the prices of their Xbox consoles, which is ridiculous. PlayStation's not far behind, mark my words on that. And the Switch 2 will probably get another price increase. You could almost bet your bottom dollar on that. And why? Tariffs, right? And Nintendo's president, Furukawa, straight up said that if tariffs shift, then so will the prices. And in his words, it was something along the lines of, if assumptions regarding tariffs change significantly, we would like to consider what price adjustments we would make. So basically, today's price is not tomorrow's price, like RGT85 said in his video talking about the same topic today. So, yeah, that price is probably not going to be going down. This isn't 2005. Remember where consoles would get cheaper with time? When the mid-gen console would come out, the original base model would get lower. When the next console would come out, everything would drop. No. The Switch, did you know, guys, the Switch OG didn't even get one single price drop at all? And that whole 8-year lifespan, the OG Switch did not get a price drop. Even with the Switch 2 coming out, there still hasn't been a price drop for the OG Switch. That is wild. I remember when consoles would drop in price the next time the next gen console came out for it. And so consoles don't get cheaper with time anymore, guys. Welcome to the new era where games are costing $70 to $80 standard. Consoles don't drop in price, and companies just casually float the idea of charging more, right? Just because they honestly can. Tariffs are the excuse, but let's be honest, everything is fucked. It's not just Orange Man bad at this point. And let's not forget, Nintendo is not even taking a loss on these consoles. Unlike Sony and Microsoft, who often sell hardware at a loss and make it back on game sales, Nintendo still tries to squeeze a profit right out of the gate. Investors want their money, guys. Shareholders want their dividends. And guess who's footing the bill? Us Nintendo fanboys that are willing to go and spend whatever price for Mario Kart World just so we could play it on day one. It's something that they got us in, right? Yeah, sure, I had my criticisms about it. You're allowed to have your criticisms about it, but then we got to tuck our tail between our legs and go get our Nintendo Switch pre-order because we just got to have it day one, right? I just got to stream Mario Kart World with you guys day one. And it's the same cycle. There's cut content, raise prices, slap a new logo on it, pray the fans will show up, and they will, because what choice do you have, right? They got us in our nostalgia by the throat. Oh, we grew up playing Mario Kart. There's a brand new one now. We have to check it out. Oh, a 3D Donkey Kong Bonanza game. We haven't had a 3D Donkey Kong since the N64 or whatever. You know what I mean? It's Nintendo's got us. And they're the top dog. They don't have the third party or the, wild exclusives like PlayStation 4 did or whatever. But with the Switch 2 coming out, all the little down hardware sales, down game sales, all that, everything that's down, it's going to pop right back up. They know what they're doing. That's why they've been around the longest out of all the companies. They're not going anywhere. They're safe. And they know how to make shareholders happy. So at some point, the real question becomes this to us gamers with our wallets: how high of a price is too high, right? What's our cutoff price for the Switch 2? I think Switch 2 right now where it's at, that's getting pretty close. If it goes above 500 for me, I'm done. But for you, is the current price at $449.99 for just the base model too much? Is 500 too much? Is it more? Are we really going to let investors dictate the future of gaming? Because they're already doing it. Are we going to let them do it more? All the companies around, they live and die by the investors. Even Ubisoft, for as much as they've been ticking off investors there, imagine being an investor of Ubisoft. Holy smokes. It's frustrating to see what's happening. And gaming seems to be suffering a lot. As far as entertainment goes, gaming seems like it's suffering the most out of everything being impacted. And that's because countries in Asia are being affected by the tariffs, and unfortunately we have to take it. Unfortunately we have to take it. It's still manageable. I think there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I think things will die down. It's just this is the latest fear-mongering that we're seeing. Every once in a while we see something pop up that gives us concern for the gaming industry, and right now it's tariffs. And I don't know, maybe World War III if that happens too, with what's going on. But not to get political about it, we're a month away. Switch is looking to sell 15 million in this first year. I think they're going to get it done because the Switch OG sold 151 million. So these are some bold yet conservative at the same time. I think they're downplaying it because they're going to raise the price, guys. If they raise the price, those projections could possibly go even higher with their profit margin. But again, like I said, let me know your comments. What's your breaking point for console prices? Not even just the Switch. I think the Xbox price increase is garbage. I'm like glad I got my Xbox back in 2020. A 5-year console being raised that much? Yikes. Does this make you want to buy early? Buy the launch week? I know it's going to be almost hard to get a day one Switch 2, but do you want to buy it early before they jack the prices up? Or are you already tapped out? You're already like, yeah, I'm going to wait. Because I think if we wait too long, we're going to end up spending more. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, like the video, comment, subscribe. We're on the way to 100,000 subscribers, guys. Hit that bell for notifications before, I guess, Nintendo, like RGT said, finds a way to charge for that too. So, I'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you for watching.